Hello traders, this is Matt Billion. Today is August 9, 2015 and let's talk about the market. Let's start with the major index. Let's start with the spider. As you can see the spider, I wanted to show you the 5 years daily chart. This is not a broken chart. This is a perfect bullish market and it's no broken. It has been trading inside a channel for 7 months between Fibonacci 212 and 203. We have tested the Fibonacci 212 7 times and we have failed right there. But it doesn't mean that this is bearish. It's bullish and it's still inside a major multi-year channel. Now, what I'm looking here is short terms is bearish and it might go to this area right here between 203, 204, and that's the area you have to go long. The directionals are neutral bullish and ADX is very low, meaning a major move is coming. So watch 203, 204 to enter long, not sure. Now let's talk about the iShares Russell. The small caps, as you can see here, it doesn't look like the spider. It break down, it tests, it break down again. It's below the 200 moving average and it looks like it's gonna go down to 115, which is the major multi-year support. And that's the other reason that I think the market is gonna go there and we have to be ready to go long. I don't wanna go short right here because as you can see, it's going down, but it's going down with a fight. If you buy options or puts right here when it's going down, time decay will kill you. And that's what the cowboys do. They sell auctions, puts in this case, and they drain all your premium because if they don't let it go down as fast as you want. So let's wait right here this area between 215 and 216 because we can go long in the iShares Russells. Let me show you the Dow Jones. For the Dow Jones, we use the DIA, which is the Dow Jones ATF Trust. And you can see here, this one is at the major multi-year channel. You see, 2011, 2012, 2014, and we testing this major trend line 2015. Let me zoom this out. Right here, you can see we test the area and we bounce. It looks like a dodgy, a little hammer right there. I don't want to enter long right here. I want to wait to see if it holds. The DMI is bearish, but ADX is very low, 18. So I think that it probably moves sideways right here, make a little base and bounce. Or it just can bounce very hard, but we have to watch until it break out the 21 double exponential moving average, which is this blue line right here that I use. This is one of the momentum moving average that I use to enter long when price goes to support or resistance. So let's watch if it break out right here. That number will be 175.26. That's the double exponential, the 21 double exponential moving average. So this one is another one that you have to put in your watch list. Now let's talk about Apple. Apple, well, everybody's talking about Apple. Look at this. Apple went to Fibonacci resistance 133.32 4 times and it failed. Finally, it break down after earnings. It break down the 118 support. It break down the 115. It's right there fighting, but it's not holding. The door is open right there for the bears. But I wanted to show you this major trend line support, and I think that's the money line. I think if it goes there between 103, 105, that's when you have to go long. Not right now. Why? I'm going to show you the directionals on the DMI. The directionals on the DMI, as you can see here, still has a little room right here on the bottom on the plus directional to go down, meaning that this bear has a little room to probably test 110, 105, 103. But that's going to be fast because there's going to be a lot of money there waiting to buy Apple. So get ready because Apple is about to bounce very hard. Now let's talk about Facebook. This is another one on my watch list. It break out this bullish flat, but it failed. The next day confirmed, but it failed. It was a fake out. Now, it's right there holding the 20 simple moving average, but I have to wait until it closes this little gap right here at 90. That's the level. Write it down, 90. $90. You have to buy it right there at $90. When it closes this little gap right here, then you have to jump right here when it closes this little gap. That's what everybody's waiting for, and I think it's gonna go there and bounce and continue to my target end of the year 120. Facebook is in my long-term portfolio. Facebook is one of the leads right here in the stock market, and it's very strong. Now let's talk about gold. We have gold. We enter August and September calls. We closed the August calls because we were playing a directional extension right here. Let me show you the DMI. The DMI was overextending on his directionals, and that was my enter to go long right here. But the bounce was very, very small. We got some profits. I still have the September calls. I closed the August calls. I got some profits right here, but you can see right here there is a resistance at the top, at the bottom of the gap. You see, this is the gap right here between 14 to 1461. So there's some resistance there, and it can fail and continue down. So that's very scary. So we have to be careful because we don't want to get those September calls to go down. As soon as I see that it's gonna fail and it's gonna keep going down, I'm gonna close my September calls and go short on gold. So we're using GG, Gold Corporation, to trade gold. Now let's talk about silver. Silver the same. We enter because there was a divergence on the DMI. Look at this divergence. The minus direction on the top, plus direction on the bottom, high ADX. We enter because we know that when it's a divergence, it's always a pullback or it's a pause. In this case, we have a small pullback, more than a pause. I will say 50-50, a little pullback and a pause. So right here, it's holding the $12. That's the money key. If we break down the $12, this is going to continue and it's going to go to a major key support, which is $9. If it goes to $9, you have to go long. We closed the silver this Friday because I didn't want to wait until here because now it looks more bearish than bullish and there's no divergence in the DMI. So the bears are perfectly set up to go down to $9. So be careful on silver. Now let's talk about Cyber Software. This one is reporting this week. I have been playing the earnings. Last week we did over 1,000% profits. We short Tesla, we short GMCR, which is the coffee company. The other week we short Apple. We make 200% on Apple. So we have been playing the earnings very good, and we have been making good money. So I wanted to share this one with you. Right here is going to report Tuesday after market close. I like the 65 August calls. I think it's gonna go up. Remember, the earnings you have to play very small because it's 50% chance based on the chart and based on DMI. My play is that this is gonna go up and it's probably gonna test the $75. That is my target. So keep an eye on this one. This is gonna play Tuesday after market close, so you have to get your auctions calls before the market close. Now let's talk about the last one. I wanted to show you Tesla because someone asked me about Tesla. It went to my target, right there to my target. So what do we play right here? Nothing. There's nothing to play on Tesla right now. There's no setup. There's nothing. If you like the company, buy the stock and just put it in your 401. But for trading, for day trade, for swing trades, nothing. There's no setup. I know you like the company. Many people like Apple, Tesla. But if there is no setup, don't play it. Look for nice setup. Your job is to make money, not to like companies. I like Tesla. I like the electric cars. I like Apple. But if there's nothing on the charts, I don't play it. So please join my billion. And I promise you're gonna learn when you play with me. This is everything for today. Trade on.